So into the ring is Artur NAGAPETJAN. And his opponent is Marcio Cardoso of Portugal, 26 years of age.
Round one.
So this is action in the 54-kilogram bantamweight division. And a left hook followed by a blistering attack from both fists being launched right from the sound of the bell. Is being put together by Marcio Cardoso, 26 years of age, from Portugal, part of a 5-strong Portuguese boxing team. The man who has been put under this sustained burst of pressure, tucking up behind high-held gloves, is Artur NAGAPETJAN, 24 years of age, an undefeated professional, having made his debut in March of last year. His last fight was in December of last year. 3 wins out of 3. Also competes on the IBA Pro stage as well, and he's looking to get to work on the inside, keeping those gloves open to effectively bracket his head with his hands. But despite his professional activities, as he shovels in 2 shots to the body, did return to 3-round boxing just last month to take 2025 European Champions Cup gold in the capital of his homeland. So after being put under pressure for the start, NAGAPETJAN just looking to find the range and make this one an inside affair. Beautiful movement in the pocket, good right hand to the body, and wonderful body punching, and then a right hand to the chin from NAGAPETJAN, jabbing his way out of the corner is Cardoso. Heavy shots being exchanged at mid-range between these 2 strong bantamweights. But onto the front foot now, and looking to back up the man who was the front foot aggressor from the opening bell is NAGAPETJAN, and he's got him pinned against the ropes once again. Cuffing left hook not too far away. There's a right hand around the corner from NAGAPETJAN. Good work to the body to walk his man back to the blue corner from NAGAPETJAN. Cracking right uppercut, snaps the head back of Cardoso. Cardoso trying to bob and weave, but he's finding himself pinned against the ropes, and he's cuffing shots being slung in scything fashion, all getting through. So NAGAPETJAN keeping his composure wonderfully despite being put under pressure in the opening stages of the round, and it's he who is ending the round on the front foot, looking to pin Cardoso in the corner. Cardoso keen to maintain a gap between his opponent, catches him with a beautiful bolo backhand as he was coming in. My goodness, that was an action-packed affair where it was a blazing start by Marcio Cardoso, only for NAGAPETJAN to work his way back into contention with some terrific work on the inside. Going to be interesting, the scorecards on this one, because this was the manner in which Cardoso started. Jose was looking to get out of here in a hurry, but keeping his composure, always keeping his eye on his opponent, was NAGAPETJAN, and despite being put under such a sustained burst of pressure, he got back to this type of boxing, backing the man up, keeping him against the ropes, and for what it's worth, I happen to think that his turnaround should be credited with giving him the round. That's how I see it. Remember, we've got 5 scoring judges using the 10-point must system seated all around the ring, and 4 of them have scored in favor of NAGAPETJAN.
Round 2.
So as we move into the second round, the first half, or the first round, excuse me, was split into 2 halves, or maybe 3/3, because in the first minute of the round, the man wearing blue, that tattooed figure from Portugal, Marcio Cardoso, Just letting his hands go furiously. There he scores with a good left hand to the body, but he's countered immediately by a right hand upstairs, and then a cracking left hand to the body from NAGAPETJAN. And look at him tuck up behind those open gloves. That's the defense that Michael Watson used to use back when he was a part of that outstanding group of British boxers back in the 80s in what was a really heady time for British boxing. Defeated Nigel Benn by employing the same defense. Two incredible contests with Chris Eubank. And again, NAGAPETJAN turned southpaw, just changing the angle in front of his man, walking him back to his own corner and swinging away with arcing punches, so composed in the pocket. And I think he's getting the better of these punches, freeing his hands to score with his right hand on the inside. Oh, now that's use of the head. That is really blatant use of the head from Cardoso, and good to see the referee on that infringement in a flash. He flexed his neck like a rutting stag, seeking to keep his man off him by use of the head, and that is illegal. Blatant disregard of the rules demonstrated by Marcio Cardoso when he was being put under pressure by good work on the inside such as this. And it's continuing with those two shots to the body that lift up Cardoso off his feet. What a wonderful demonstration of composed inside fighting being produced by Artur NAGAPETJAN. Seeking to remain in the man's chest. There's a good right hand to the body from Cardoso, but look at how he's looking to increase the gap, trying to get some breathing room from this non-stop, unrelenting forward march of NAGAPETJAN. Drops down to the body with a stab jab to back his man up to the ropes. Bobbing and weaving and trying to fight back before taking a glancing right uppercut is Cardoso. Scores with an explosive right hook upstairs, but keeping the attack going during what a cracking trade-off as a left hook disrupts his boxing stance once again. Right hand over the top is a scoring shot from NAGAPETJAN. NAGAPETJAN, body and head, double right hand, keeping the right hand barrage going. Bad body language coming from Cardoso because he's complaining to the referee. What a blistering round of boxing in the second. Cardoso having a few difficult moments, but always seeking to fire back. But for my money, it's the man in red who got the better of that second round, constantly taking it to his opponent in a round where a point was deducted off the card of Cardoso for blatant use of the head. Well, this is an example of the action that we witnessed in the course of the second round. He was always in it, but I'm not sure that he's done enough to win it. And again, remember, at the conclusion of the contest, that point deduction for the headbutt that was produced by Cardoso will be taken into account as well. Here it is. I mean, look at that. That is really naughty.
Your third and final round.
Some of my friends from north of the English border in Scotland, Alex Arthur among them, refer to that as a Glasgow kiss. Because he held his man around the neck, flexed his neck backwards, and headbutted the guy, which is against the rules, and he's quite rightly being docked a point. So the third and final round underway. And the man in the red is continuing his pursuit of Cardoso. Cardoso, who picked up a silver medal at the prestigious BANTAM multi-nations tournament at 54 kilograms last year. Lost in the final to Federico Serra of Italy. Saw him in action at the second World Olympic qualifier in Thailand. He lost in the first preliminary round to the man from Puerto Rico. So no stranger to competing in big-time global competitions. But he's got his hands full here with the very composed operator, Artur NAGAPETJAN. of Serbia. Both men looking to work the body, with Cardoso finding himself near the ropes for increasing amounts of time. His face is reddened, he's feeling the fatigue, but he's keeping his shape nicely, lands a solid left hand of his own. But he's been making that gesture an awful lot as he's running to a ramrod left jab. The referee is there to keep order. Counter right hook is a nice check shot from Cardoso as he spins off the line. But he's got to overturn a deficit, remember. And so it's going to be difficult to do that while boxing almost exclusively on the back foot. And it was Cardoso holding his man there. And again, the referee hip to his veteran move of trying to kill the clock and buy some time. Reverse 1-2 attempted. As again, he's trying to draw the man in, uncoils the right hand, but then countering immediately to keep him in the corner. Here's NAGAPETJAN. Good left hand to the body brings about a response because it caused Cardoso to suck in a big lungful of oxygen, and then he got on his bike, moving counterclockwise to his right. Difficult mission this for Cardoso because it's going to be very tricky as he takes another belting left hand to the body. It's going to be difficult to win the contest in the posture he's adopting here now. Almost exclusively on the back foot, and that is because he's been worked over downstairs as the shots continue to rattle his ribcage from NAGAPETJAN. It's been a terrific display of infighting, and NAGAPETJAN weathering the storm that came his way in the first 30 seconds of the contest. Always keeping his cool, keeping his eye on his opponent, and showed wonderful variety to score effectively to both body and head. And for what it's worth, I think it's going to be a victory for the man in red. It was an exciting contest, an incident-filled contest, but there can be little doubt about the winner for my money, and that is Artur NAGAPETJAN of Serbia.
Ladies and gentlemen, on ring B, your winner by points via unanimous decision. In the red corner from Serbia, Artur NAGAPETJAN.
So Artur NAGAPETJAN, a unanimous point decision victor as we take a look at some of the scores. And remember, there was a point deduction for foul use of the head in the second round by Marcio Cardoso, but a very good display of front foot educated pressure produced by NAGAPETJAN. And it's Artur NAGAPETJAN who goes through to the round of 16. Marcio Cardoso eliminated.
Ladies and gentlemen, over on ring B in bout number 135 in the elite men's under 54 kilogram bantamweight division. Your referee in charge of the action from